With this college football playoff, it's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UNLV Rebels, taking on last year's national champions, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Return starts from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
Back to pass. It's Peters. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Extending the play now. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Drop him back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this 1st down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
Look him out throwing here to start the drive. First play taken, a deep shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Breaks an open space. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Using his legs here, he'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Caught by the receiver. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Quarterback tried to connect here on the in route, but I'll tell you, the defender does a great job of reading the route and knocking the ball away.
Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead,
he's in the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made on the left side. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on 3rd down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the 1st down.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback,
escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Makes the catch downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. They're going to run it here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Here's the 2nd down play. Defense showing blitz here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Flowers. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship. Deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. QB keeper all the way. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Touchdown, UNLV. That's how you finish a play. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. Now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Dropping back, it's Peters. On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Makes the catch downfield. And they got him down after a really big gain on that completion.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Coming up, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Good job here by this defense of keeping him out of the end zone. Now we got a big decision here for this offense. 4th and goal. First half of a big playoff game. You're down. Do you cut into the lead and put 3 on the board, or do you get aggressive this close and go for the touchdown?
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep down the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. The shotgun handoff here. They try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Running through the tackle. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And here's the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the defense smothers him for no gain. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Peters. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? It's a shotgun run call. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that 1st down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a 1st down.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Movement here from the tight end. Sticking with the running game. Cannot be brought down. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, knocked right through. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Offense will keep it on the ground here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. It's a short return to make the tackle to 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking for more now. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Bought some time, now lets it go. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here's a handoff, testing the middle. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And in great field position, can the defense force a field goal attempt here? They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense backed up in the final seconds before halftime. Let's see if they can make something crazy happen here. He keeps it on a design run. He's got the first and still going. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right, Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Good enough for the first down to the 37. That running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
It's becoming a solid drive. They got a first down right at the 49. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. And the wideout goes in motion. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Flowers. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Design quarterback run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on 2nd and goal. Looking for a receiver. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
He'll be stuffed right there at the 3. They don't pick up any breathing room.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the 2nd half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
On the move now. They got enough for the first down and still going. The quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I over the years have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Breaks into the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position, He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Handoff here from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Play fake, looking to throw. And they hold him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. That's an important first down on that running play. Looking for a man. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And here's the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
He'll hand it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They continue to roll up the score. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
14.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he finds the running back in the flat. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. So Virginia Tech, Kirk, is on top at the moment. With 3 quarters in the books for the chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
On the run here, lets it go. That pass is caught.
Third down coming up.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking for a man deep down the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Now, the passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
Back to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
That's a design quarterback keeper. No, they stopped him short. The defense with a 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Caught quickly. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
You wisely throw that one away.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside, and on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving this quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the fourth quarter.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Grinding away on the ground. We bring them down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and just running back and just keep working that clock.
The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Back to pass. It's Peters. Grabbed by the receiver. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. They've converted 2 of 3 so far on 4th down, and they'll stay aggressive here. Now they're running on the toss. Painter in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Still no answer for this offensive machine. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back from gaining the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, UNLV.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's broken up there. Great play, a 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
They make the tackle, but that's enough for a first down, and that should do it.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Defense is coming after him. The pass rush gets home.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This offense cannot be stopped.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. On first, screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.